Are you okay? No way!
Welcome, Street Fighters of Metro City. I got some red hot kicks for you. So since Capcom is doing a presentation event today, talking about their current games and what have you, I thought it would be a perfect time to finally make the video I've been sitting on for way too long, which is how interested I am in the Street Fighter 6 roster, or starting roster. So here I have the tier list of the characters. I put them in the order that they were announced. I think I got it right. And then I have my tiers here. I got this S starter tier, which are the characters I am most interested in and will probably do my first couple matches with. I got the A absolutely tier, which these are the characters I'm interested in and probably will pick up eventually. We got the B tier. I didn't know a word to put here, and then I saw something was on my F key, so I scratched it off, and yeah, so that happened. I got the come on tier, which are characters that I'm not too interested in, but I could pick up if I'm feeling snackish. And then I got the D don't care tier, which speaks for itself. So yeah, let's hit the streets. So we got Ryu here. I'll put everyone in the B tier to start, and then we'll dissect them and talk about them. But Ryu, he's your poster boy right here. I've never been a Ryu fan, so he's kind of in the come on tier already. I never really played with him, and yeah, I do like his design though. I like that he finally put on some shoes and evolved the sexy Ryu design. I feel like the original Street Fighter V sexy Ryu is a little bit better still. He's kind of just wide Ryu now. But yeah, he's down here, I think. We got Luke here. Luke was in Street Fighter V as the final DLC. I kind of fell off of Street Fighter V like pretty early, so I didn't get to try him out, but I did look at him, and his gameplay seemed neat, I guess, but his design was god-awful. And now I think his design is very cool. I'm personally interested in mixed martial arts. I want to learn, like, myself in real life, so I think playing with him will probably fulfill that urge until I have the money to start doing classes or whatever. So I'm putting him in the absolutely tier. Next we have Jamie. Jamie's kind of in a weird zone here. He has a toolkit from one of my favorite characters, Yang, but he has this drunken technique that kind of makes it a little confusing for my small brain that wants to just smash buttons. So he might be a little too complex for me, and I'm also a little salty that he might be taking the spot of Yun and Yang, because he's a big fan of theirs and he kind of has both of their moves in his moveset while adding some, well, the drunken technique and whatnot. So he's here for now. Yeah, I could be interested if they don't come in as DLC, but we'll talk more about that later. We got Chun here. Same as Ryu. I respect her being in here. I like her new design. But I've never really been a Chun player. So she's down here. I like that she's here, but I might not play as her. Guile is the same. I love that he's voiced by Ray Chase, one of my favorite voice actors. But I honestly, I think his design And then one other in this cast. I don't really like the redesign. Everyone else, their redesign has probably made them look the best they ever have, I personally think. But Guile, swapping his green soldier outfit for blue, I'm not really a fan of, but Ray Chase, so I'll probably pick him up to support the boy. Kimberly, another new character. I wasn't interested in her because it looks like she is taking my other main character's spot of Ibuki. They both have this kind of urban ninja style, but she's making a lot more urban, which is very cool. But she says Bushin Ryu on the scene, and Ibuki says Ibuki on the scene when they come onto the map, or I don't know what I'm saying, into the match when their starting quote. And it's kind of like, ooh, that's a little too close for comfort because I want Ibuki in this game. But after watching gameplay of her, she seems really freaking fun. So I will still pick her up, and she could fulfill that Ibuki spot, even though the gameplay is still pretty different, so there's hope for Ibuki yet. Juri and I have a long history. Ibuki, like I said, was my main character, one of my main characters, and my father played as Juri. That was our rival matchup, Ibuki versus Juri. So I have a history with her, mainly not liking her, but I guess I respect her playstyle. I never picked her up, but late days of Street Fighter V, I couldn't figure out another character to put on my team because Ibuki got changed so much. So I decided to grab her because I have a relationship with her, and I'm comfortable with her in a way. So I decided to pick her up, and everything just clicked. It was really fun. Probably the most fun I had playing Street Fighter V was with Juri. And yeah, now she has even more stuff, and her design is awesome. So actually she's our first starter. She's literally the first character I will play in this game. I am very excited about her, and her theme is so tasty. It's the best theme in this game, in my opinion. Blanka is here. He's one of the World Warriors, which I never really touched other than Ken. But I've never been a Blanka main. I found him annoying, and I think him and Guile, their designs are not the best that they've ever been. I think making him humanistic, but also like gorilla-ish. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't like his design, that's what I'm saying. Then Dhalsim, World Warrior, not really interested, never really interested. Yeah, so he goes down here. At least he looks okay. E Honda, same thing. Never played as him, never interested. A World Warrior that I do like, Ken. Ken, I also have a long history with. He was the rival to my Yang, I think, for a long time. So I fought against him. Ken is Street Fighter to me. The very first time I laid eyes on Street Fighter, it was Ken, because he was my father's best character. And that was back in Street Fighter 3. It was my first Street Fighter. And my father boasted that I will never beat him in Street Fighter because he started on Street Fighter 2, and I started at late 3, so it's like I'll never reach his level. I decided to pick up Ken, and I have beaten him Ken to Ken. So same with Juri. Things just clicked, and I feel like he is my best character in Street Fighter. I can just do moves with him that just feel right. So him getting his new design, best he's ever looked in this game, I got really excited. But he got a new voice actor. He used to be Dante from Devil May Cry, and it would be perfect because this is the oldest we've ever seen Ken, and last Devil May Cry 5, that's the oldest we've ever seen Dante, so I feel like taking that voice and putting it into this Ken would be perfect. But they didn't do that. They got a new voice actor who's actually Todoroki. And so some lines sound good, some lines sound like younger than he ever has, and that kind of threw me off. But I got a chance to talk to this boy at a con, and we talked about Todoroki. I told him I started watching the show because I did a fan dub, and he said he could hear it in my voice, so I kind of, you know, weeped, geeked out, whatever you want to say, cream the jeans. And then we had some extra time while he was signing my poster thing, and I asked him about Ken, asked him how it felt to play a legacy character, and he said it was freaking awesome, but it was also really scary. And we just talked about it, and it was so cool. And just like that bond, hearing it straight from freaking new Ken's mouth, just made me more excited. So I was there's no doubt I was never gonna drop Ken, no matter what. Even if I wasn't really sold on his voice, I was still gonna pick him up. So he would definitely be in the absolutely tier. But the bond I had with his voice actor put him back up to starter. So yeah, I'm very excited to see his new gameplay. His outfit looks cool. His story is interesting. I don't know what they're doing with him, and I want to hear this new voice direction. So I got a lot of excited things for him. DJ down here. Marin, her name is, right? She's like a dancer, so it's like she's a grappler, but like doing it with elegance and grace, and I think that's really cool. Marissa, she's like a big old beefy lady, but she's not a grappler, which is cool. Yeah, and JP, who's the villain, I believe, but I wish his name was not JP because that doesn't sound scary at all. I'm putting these guys here because the new characters all just ooze character, and I love it. So I'm interested in trying all of them, even though I probably won't like these guys' playstyles. I still want to try them and see what they're doing, where Street Fighter is going. Zangief, never interested in Zangief, and also just never interested in grapplers in general. But he does look the best he's ever had. This chick, I forgot her name. Actually, I'll be honest. But she reminds me of Talem from Soul Calibur. So she has that going for her. Talem is my main in Soul Calibur, or one of them. So I'll definitely try her out, but I think she's at the end of this list. I'm not really interested in her, but I mean, she's a new character. She could have some really fun stuff, so I'm definitely going to try her out. Cammy. Cammy is a world warrior, but yeah, Cammy is different. I forgot. She is another world warrior that I have tried. Kind of when we run out of matches with our main characters, I go down to Cammy to like change things up because her gameplay style seems cool. Her design is neat. So yeah, I've dabbled with Cammy. I've played Fortnite with Cammy as well. But yeah, so she's always been there, but never really up here, you know? But then the Street Fighter 6 redesign happened. And she I swear I'm not just horny. Her moveset actually looks really cool. I'm not just pulling this out of my ass, but like talking about ass. But I always thought her gameplay was cool. It just never really stuck with me. But now she has more stuff than ever. So I'm very interested in her and her design. Her redesign, I think, is one of the best. Her redesign is up here with Juri and Ken. I think they look awesome, and I love it. And it's sexy. It's sleek. It's yummy. But also her moveset is also sleek and yummy. And I also think that her ultimate is the best out of all of these characters. And if you know me and Street Fighter, I die to finish with ultimates because I gotta make it flashy. So yeah, she actually goes up here. Redesign, new moves, and best ultimate in the game. Yeah, I'm very interested in her. And yeah, that's my tier list. I will definitely be starting with these three, and then soon after start to figure out these guys. I think these guys are up here because I already know them pretty well. I've never touched these two, so it'll be better to just jump in with someone I know and then learn these guys after. But I absolutely gonna be playing with them probably still in the first day. But yeah, we do know some DLC characters, and I'm excited for some of those. But yeah, I also have some DLC characters that have not been announced or leaked that I would like to see in this game, and I made a list for that. I decided to pick 6 characters I would like to see in this game, because Street Fighter 6, you know? But I guess I don't know how to count because there's 7. And that's the thing. I think this is my boy Yang, and this is his twin brother Yun. You can't have Yang without Yun, you know? And I think they could really use that to differentiate themselves with, or from Jamie. Because Jamie already has some of their moves, but not all of them. And I think you could have this as like the Pyra Mythra of Street Fighter. Like, it's a swap character. You get Yang's moveset, and then you can switch to Yun's moveset. And you can make like one stronger, like have like Pyra Mythra again. One stronger and like finishes games, and the other is like weaker but faster and whatever. So I think you could give them different moves and balance each other out like stat wise, so there's a reason to flip between both of them. So I would love to see that implemented. It would be a completely new thing for Street Fighter to do. A great way to put the twins in the game, and apparently they're relevant in this world because Jamie's a huge fan of them. So I think that would be cool. I'd love to see the redesign, and I just want Yang in here. Unless you switch his voice. Unless you take away Johnny and Bosch from me. This character is a main point on what got me into voice acting, because I didn't know what voice actors were until I realized that's Nero's voice coming out of this boy right here. He was my first character I ever picked up in Street Fighter 3. He didn't have an English voice, and it was Johnny and Bosch when he did, so I knew that was my favorite voice actor. So yeah, enough about that. My second main, Ibuki. I just want her in this game because she could be a very cool urban ninja. They could do different stuff than they have with Kimberly. So there's still hope. She could be more ninja, but still take it to the streets. I don't know what to do with her. Just give her back her sliding neck breaker, because that was my favorite freaking move, and they took it out. And then also give her Sengun back. I think it was just a grab in 5? No, the neck breaker was just a grab. I don't know. Just give it to her, more utility. Everyone's getting more stuff, so you can still give her the kunai too. Don't make me recharge them though. Oh, that's what made me drop her. Urban Ninja, give her a really cool street ninja outfit. Do not give her her schoolgirl outfit, because that was stupid. This is Makoto. There's a lot of Makotos in freaking weeb culture, but this is another one. I don't know really what to say about her. If you see there's a theme, these are Street Fighter 3 characters, and this is just one that I like. I always thought she was cool. Never really played with her, but I respected that she was there. So yeah, I would like her to be there again. But this is Sean, who has a big reason to be in this game. Luke is kind of seeming like he is, Ryu's trainee, or better yet, for my story, it would be cool if Luke is like just trying to surpass him or whatever, but he just can't because it's Ryu. Don't make him surpass him. But it looks like we're trying to usher in a new age of Street Fighter, and I think Sean definitely could do that because I'll bring Sakura into this too. Sakura is a Ryu fangirl. She is just tried to get Ryu's attention for a long time. I think she was trained by Ryu, but if not, she's studied Ryu and learned like most of his moves. And so I feel like her, Luke, and Sean could be the three main characters pushing up the next like line of Street Fighter. Like she could be like the new Chun, I guess. And then you have the new Ken, and then Luke is kind of just Luke. She takes the girl role of Chun, but more like the Ryu role of like fighting style. So I think that'd be really cool. And seeing their urban redesign, they did him dirty in Street Fighter 5. They gave him a goofy redesign and didn't make him playable, made his sister playable instead. So I really think he should be in this game. And he like defines Street in Street Fighter 3, so I think it's a no-brainer. They're taking a lot of cues from Street Fighter 3 for Street Fighter 6, so I'll bring in this boy. And then Sakura was in that. And last but not least, they started with guest characters in Street Fighter 5. It was their own property of rival schools, Akira, but I hope she did well so that they possibly give you our first third-party guest character. And I personally would like it to be Kyo from King of Fighters. I like Terry more, but Terry is more Fatal Fury, sorry. While Kyo is the face of King of Fighters, which is the only kind of fighting franchise of theirs going forward. No, they actually are making a Fatal Fury game. Maybe Terry could be in stuff. Anyways, I think Kyo is more Street, at least. And, I don't know, I just want him in there. I think he would be a cool addition as the first third-party character. He's been around for a very long time, and I think it would be cool. We already got our Cross Tekken stuff, so let's get into a different collab. And I have a friend that really likes these two characters, so they would be pretty excited as well. And that's my list. These are my wish list DLC characters, and this is my interest in the main roster right now. So, what do you think? Who are you excited to play as? Who do you want as DLC? Let me know in the comment below, and I'll see you on the streets.